Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about one of the most common decisions developers face when using AWS API Gateway. That is, choosing between HTTP API versus REST API. And I know you guys are wondering from the beginning itself why I'm using REST API, not HTTP API. Okay, so we'll discuss in this session thoroughly. So both have their strengths, and understanding differences can save your time and money. Okay, so let's dive in. So first, AWS API Gateway allows developers to create, publish, and maintain and secure APIs at any scale. So this thing we are aware of it, right? We can create APIs and publish them, maintain them, and even we add more security features any scale. So first we have two types of API gateway services offered by AWS. That is HTTP APIs and REST APIs. And even we have some other types also like WebSockets. So we will discuss them later. First focus on HTTP APIs and REST APIs. Okay, so they may sound similar, right? Even HTTP API and REST API, they are sound similar, but they serve different needs. Okay, so it's essential to know which one fits your project. So first we'll talk about HTTP API's key feature. So HTTP APIs are designed to be low latency and cost effective. Okay, so they are perfect for scenarios where speed and budget matter the most. So if you observe here, it is very low latency and cost effective. Okay, so definitely it is the best use case for performance and cost efficiency. And it supports right AWS Lambda proxy and HTTP proxy integrations only. So if you see only proxy integrations, which means there is no need for complex data mapping. So here the data mapping where you want your custom transformation logic, right? You can't write inside your API gateway because you are using HTTP APIs. And the next point is the private integrations. And as we discussed, right, only private integrations are available here and no data mapping required. So you can't do any data mapping. That means you can't perform any custom transformations in your HTTP APIs. So that's why they are quicker. And right, they also have built-in support for CORS, making it easier to handle cross-origin requests. So it has a built-in CORS support. And right, here is a key feature of HTTP APIs is one key feature, one notable feature about HTTP API is it has OpenID Connect authorization out of the box. So it is automatically comes within HTTP API. So you don't need to set up manually. However, they do not offer usage plans and API keys. So it does not offer usage plans or API keys. So if you that means you can't monetize your API, obviously, right? Because you don't have usage plans, you can't monitor and which user is using like how much they are consuming your APIs, and you can't limit, you can't set quota and throttling limits, all and all. You can't do because you don't have usage plans and API keys supports in HTTP APIs. And if you need those, you will want to consider REST APIs. Okay, so moving on to the next slide that is about REST API key features. Now, REST APIs are much more feature rich. It has more features. They support all API gateway capabilities except for native OAuth 2.0 and OpenID Connect. So these two are not included in the API gateway. So if you are using REST APIs, right? One is OpenID Connect and OAuth 2.0. But in case of HTTP API, these features comes natively to you. Okay. So this makes REST API great for building complex enterprise level solutions. So since it has this comprehensive feature set, right? Since it is rich in more features, what will what you can achieve by using REST APIs is you can build complex enterprise level solutions that was not supported by the HTTP API. And also this supports the following features. One is AWS Lambda integration. So it is not proxy. You can directly integrate with Lambda. IAM, you can do IAM based authorization. If you see in the previous session, we did that. And even you can set up resource-based policies for added security, for cross-account access, right? And even you can use Amazon Cognito for user authentication. These are all supported by the REST APIs, which are lacking in HTTP HTTP APIs, and right and these features inclusion make it good choice for building complex enterprise level solutions. Okay, and they offer a lot of more control from data transformations. Okay, with mapping templates. So you can use data mapping here. So you can do response transformation, request transformation. Okay, and they can offer usage plans and API keys for monetizing APIs. So unlike HTTP APIs, this REST APIs offers usage plans and API keys, which helps us to monetize our APIs, as we discussed in the previous sessions. And REST APIs allows for more detailed security features, right? As we discussed what and all this REST API supports, you can see here the security features like IAM resource-based policies. It will be available in REST APIs, and also it will give us Amazon Cognito for user management. Fascinating, right? It has so many features when compared to HTTP APIs. So let's take a quick look at the comparison between HTTP APIs and REST APIs. So here I have written a table where you can see a feature and what and all available in HTTP and REST. So AWS Lambda integration available in HTTP API and REST API. But remember, this is in proxy integration. When it comes to HTTP API, Lambda integration is proxy. You can't do any transformations here. But you can use Lambda as your backend. Even in REST API, you can use Lambda as your backend with proxy and without proxy. And IAM based authorization, both HTTP and REST API provides because both resides in AWS account, and resource based policies also provided by the HTTP API and REST API, and Amazon Cognito. It is available for the HTTP API and REST API, and native OAuth 2.0 and OIDC available in HTTP API, but which is not available in REST API. So if you want native OAuth 2.0 or OpenID connectivity, you can go to HTTP API. And CORS support, if you see built-in available in HTTP, but if you want that in REST API, you can achieve it through configuration. And usage plans and API keys, which is an feature which is required for monetizing your APIs, which is not provided by the HTTP API, but which is there in REST API. And cost when compared to HTTP and REST, HTTP comes with lower cost, so cheaper and highly effective, and REST API comes with higher cost, which is costly, but you can configure complex enterprise level solutions by using the REST API. Okay, so as you can see, HTTP APIs are great for simple, fast integrations, while REST APIs provides a comprehensive solution for more complex use cases. Okay, and REST APIs also offer more control over security and request handling when compared to HTTP API. Right? To summarize, HTTP APIs are great if you need low latency, cost effective solution and don't require heavy data transformation. Okay, so if you see the point, it is for building simple low latency services, and also it is limited in customization, right? It only supports OAuth 2.0 natively. On the other hand, REST APIs gives you a complete toolset with advanced security options, data transformation capabilities, and the ability to set quotas and usage limits through API keys and usage plans, right? So if you see REST API, it is suited for most complex use cases with full feature support, and it offers a fine-tuned control over security data transformation and more, right? Usage plans and monetizing your APIs. And when it comes to use cases, as we discussed, right, REST API is used for simple microservices with a limited transformation lead, where you require very limited transformation, and also the application which require OAuth 2.0. So you can use HTTP API. Okay. And when it comes to REST API, enterprise level APIs, when you want to build a complex API, right, which requires huge data transformation, and also you want to include rate limiting, service limiting, quota limits, right, and custom security features, you can use REST API. And the APIs with high levels of customizations and security control, you don't have any other option. You have to go to REST API. So I hope you understand when you should use which. HTTP APIs are best for simple services where you need OAuth 2.0 authorization or coarse bulletin, and REST APIs are ideal when building full-featured, highly customizable APIs that need complex data transformation or fine-grained security controls. Okay, so in conclusion, if you are looking for a fast, budget-friendly solution, go with HTTP APIs. If your project requires more control and advanced features, REST APIs are the way to go. Okay, I hope you understand the difference between HTTP APIs and REST APIs. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more AWS insights.